Today, September 13, 2023, is now called to order. May we request our head back secretariat, Engineer Arnel Portales, to please read the rules of attendance and the agenda of the private conference today.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Our attendance for today's meeting for the pre-bid conference of contract ID number 23GF093, supply and delivery of one unit self-loading truck to be utilized for transporting deployment of our equipment within DPW's Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office, Nara, Palawan, and 23GF094, supply and delivery of one unit service vehicle to be used by construction section for project supervision, inspection, and validation of all implemented infra projects within DPW's Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office, Nara, Palawan. Okay. Sir Ronald Supanga, Vice Chairman.
Present.
Ma'am Annabel Dizon, back member. Ma'am Maria Picayo, back member.
Present.
Ma'am Mary Ayayo, back member.
Present.
Ma'am Jubilee Interview, PWD Head, and Sir Lucio Manga, PWD Member.
Present.
Back Secretariat, Arnel Portales, yours truly. Okay, our agenda of pre-bid conference today, September 13, 2023. Number 1, basic contract data. Number 2, requirements of bidding documents. Number 3, documents to be submitted by the bidders, including technical and financial proposals. And number 4, criteria and procedure for the preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. And number 5, questions, comments from bidders and replies of BAC and other representative of procuring entity. Number 6, summary of proceedings including bid bulletins, addenda to be issued. And number 7, other matters. That's all, Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you very much, Engineer Arnel Portales. For the first agenda, basic contract data. Again, may I ask Engineer Portales to please continue.
Okay. Basic contract data for contract ID number 23GF093, contract name, supply and delivery of one unit service self-loading truck to be utilized for transporting deployment of our equipment within DPW's Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office. Contract location, Nara, Palawan. Approved body for the contract, 5,150,000. Contract duration, 60 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 10,000 pesos. For contract ID number 23GF094, contract name, supply and delivery of one unit service vehicle to be used by construction section for project supervision, inspection, and validation of all implemented infra projects within DPW's Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office. Contract location, Nara, Palawan. Approved body for the contract, 1,950,000. Contract duration, 60 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Engineer Arnel Portales. For the second agenda, the requirements of bidding documents, may I ask Ma'am Annabel Dizon to please discuss the second agenda.
Thank you, Vice Chairman. Our requirements of bidding documents. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders at Procurement Unit Office, Back Building, DPWH, Palawan 2nd DEO, Lara, Palawan for hard copies, and you can also download from DPWH website at www.dpwh.gov.ph and sa PhilJets website at www.philjeps.gov.ph. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilJeps and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. And upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount stated by Engineer Portales, and the bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bidding document. Bids must be duly received by the Back Secretariat through at the DPWH Building 2nd floor, back room, Lara, Palawan for manual submission, and or at electronic_bids_Palawan2 at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission. All bids must be accompanied by bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16. Bid opening shall be on September 25, 2023 at DPWH Building 2nd floor, back room, Lara, Palawan. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. Late bids shall not be accepted. The Department of Public Works and Highways, Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office, reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 Revised Implementing Rules and Regulation or IRR of RA number 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidders or bidder. For further information po, pwede niyo pong tawagan or contact niyo pong aming Back Secretariat or ang aming pong Back Chairperson. Or pwede rin po kayong mag-visit po sa aming website, yung mga nabanggit ko po kanina. So, yun lang po ang ating requirements sa ating bidding documents.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Annabel Dizon. For the next agenda, this topic will be discussed by Ma'am Mary Ayayo.
Okay, good morning everyone. Here are the documents to be submitted by the participating bidders if in case willing po sila mag-submit na kanilang bid proposal for these two projects, 23 GEF 093 and 23 GEF 094. For technical envelope, meron po tayong the types of documents to be submitted, the legal documents, technical documents, and the financial documents. So what are the documents under legal? Number 1, valid Philippines registration certificate, platinum membership, complete in 3 pages. Number 2, registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority, CDA, for cooperatives or its equivalent document. So number 3, mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. And number 4, tax clearance per Executive Order number 398, Series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. So for technical documents, ito po ang dapat na isubmit. Number 1, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Number 2, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in sections 23.4.1.3 and 23.4.2.4 of the 2016 revised IRR of Republic Act number 9184 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. Number 3, original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Number 4, conformity with the technical specifications, which may include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after sales parts, if applicable. And number 5, original duly signed omnibus term statement. And if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the omnibus term statement and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, ito po ang dapat na i-attach. Number 1, the supplier's audited financial statement showing, among others, the supplier's total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And number 2, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation. And number 3, ito po ay if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. So, meron pa rin pong other documentary requirements under Republic Act number 9184. ito po ay as applicable din lang. For foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product. And number 5, certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. So, for financial envelope naman po, ito ang dapat nating i-attach. Original, duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and original, duly signed and accomplished price schedule. So, please take note na po, all documents to be submitted should be properly filled up in clear copies. Dapat po readable, paginated, and duly signed by the bidder. And of course, ang bond paper to be used, A4, bond paper. And then yung folder po, dapat mayroong company name of project. So that's all, Mr. Vice Chairman.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Mandy Ayayo. For the next agenda, the criteria and procedure for the preliminary examination bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. May I call on Ma'am Marife Cayo to please discuss the topic.
Thank you, Vice Chairman. Good morning, everybody. These are the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award for bids. For the eligibility check, we have the manual checking procedure to be conducted by the bank. For the criteria of eligibility check, non-discretionary pass-fail criteria or presence and absence of required documents. Any missing or expired documents means ineligible. For the procedure, the bids and awards committee will check manually the submitted legal and financial documents in the first envelope, as discussed in the requirements for technical envelope. Legal documents such as PDF's certificate of registration, SEC-DTI or CDA registration, business and mayor's permit, the tax clearance for Executive Order number 398 series of 2005. Financial documents such as audited financial statement and computation of the net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. Missing or expired documents means failed or ineligible in the manual eligibility check. For the preliminary examination of bids, ito yung first envelope, the technical documents. The criteria is non-discretionary pass, fail criteria, or presence and absence of documents. Any missing documents means fail. If present, means pass. For the procedure, the bids and awards committee shall open the first envelope to determine the bidder's compliance for eligibility, technical and financial documents required as prescribed in IRR or RA 9182. The bank shall check the submitted documents of each bidder against a checklist, ascertain that they are present, using the non-discretionary criteria stated in the instruction to bidders. If a bidder submitted the required documents, it shall be rated pass for that particular requirement. For bids that fail to include any requirement or are incomplete or patently insufficient shall be rated fail. Any missing or expired document means fail or automatically disqualified. For the second envelope, this is the financial documents. The criteria is the same as for first envelope. Non-discretionary pass-fail criteria or presence and absence of documents. A, missing documents means fail. If present means passed. For the procedure, after determining compliance in the first envelope, the bank shall open the second envelope of the eligible bidder whose first envelope was rated pass. For bidders whose first envelopes were rated fail, the second envelope will not be opened. It will be returned to the bidder unopened. For the detailed evaluation of bids is conducted by the PWD. Ito lang yung sa mga bids na nabuksan, read and rated pass. The purpose is to determine the lowest calculated bid. The PWG will establish correct calculated bid prices and will rank, calculate total bid prices from lowest to highest. For the criteria, completeness of bid, that means all blanks in bid forms were properly filled up. The procedure, the back PWG will check all the required items in bidding documents. This includes the following. Unit price or cost of item is in the OQ column 5 and 6. Placing no price, column not filled up, no amount offered, failed to place a price for the items on board is considered as not responsive. While specifying zero or dash, amount is zero for the said items on board is offered for free, is responsive. Pero wala naman parang wala pa rin nangyari nito na may naglagay ng zero or dash. Wala pa rin nangyari. Baka alam kung ano doon, kung offer ng fee. For these items will be considered by TWG during the detailed evaluation stage. For cost qualification, this is conducted pa rin ng TWG. To determine whether the bidder with lowest calculated bid complies with and is responsive to all requirements and conditions of eligibility, and the bidding of contract to be declared the lowest calculated responsive bid. The criteria for cost qualification is the validity of submitted documents. The procedure is that the TWG will verify, validate, and certain all statements and documents submitted by the lowest calculated bidder, such as legal, number 1, authenticity and validity of licenses, permits, certificates, and agreements submitted. Number 2, visual blacklisted. Number 3, suppliers performance. That means, mas maganda talaga wala kayong no pending delivery. Number 4, the lowest complying bidder. The PWG will request the supplier's performance on the supplier's performance evaluation committee. If the result of the evaluation submitted by the supplier's performance evaluation committee is poor, then that will be the grounds for disqualification to award the contract to the supplier. So the supplier shall see to it that if all the supplies shall be delivered on time or within the contract duration. If the lowest complying bidder will be found out to be the post disqualified, the PWG will conduct post qualifications on second complying bidder. The next is the award. After post qualification, the bank found that the bidder complies all requirements described in IRR and RA 8184. The bank shall recommend to the HOPE or the head of the procuring entity the award of contract to the lowest calculated responsive bid. The winning bidder will receive a notice of award or from the HOPE. No one from the HOPE. That's all, Mr. Vice Chairman, for the criteria and procedure.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Marite Cayo, for meron lang kaming additional na instruction regarding contract ID 23GE GEF 093. Yun pong supply and delivery of 1 unit self-loading truck to be utilized for transporting deployment of our equipment within DPWH Palawan 2nd District Engineering Office. Nandito po kasi sa PR, meron dito notation, aside from doon sa mga technical specification na nakalagay, meron siyang notation sa baba. Ito nakalagay, please take note, bidders are required to be registered auto dealers with certified after-sales technicians. So, yun po, maliwanag. Dapat po ay registered auto dealers at saka merong mga certified after-sales technicians. Then, ito pa pong isa, number 2, only registered auto dealers with qualified after-sales technicians are eligible to bid. So, yun po, yun lang po ang mga nasabing auto dealers ang papayagang sumali during the bidding. O yung mga auto dealers. Sa contract ID ko na ito, yung isa wala. So, pakitake note lang po. Pakitake note lang po yun para hindi masayang ang effort nyo sa pagsali. Check mo lang po. So, yung mga nabanggit po kanina sa ating agenda, yung agenda number 2, yung requirements of bidding documents, agenda number 3, documents to be submitted by the bidders, and agenda number 4, yung criteria and procedures for the preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. Lahat po yan ay nakabase sa ating RA 9184. So, kung meron pa po kayong clarifications or meron kayong gustong karagdagang malaman pa sa magiging procedure during the bidding, pwede po kayong mag-refer sa booklet ng RA 9184. So, let's proceed to the next agenda. Questions, comments from bidders, and replies of BAC and other representative of the procuring entity. So, meron ba tayong mga katanungan? Mark, paki-check mo nga dyan kung may mga comments tayo dyan sa ano ba? Pwede mo makapag-comment dyan, di ba?
Sa YouTube po.
Wala. Okay, sige. So, since there is none, we now proceed to the are there any bid bulletin na na-issue regarding these two contracts? Meron ba tayong bid bulletin na na-issue? Wala. Okay. Sige. For the last agenda, other matters. Are there any other matters to discuss? Wala. Other matters. So, this meeting is now adjourned.